Hi friends, welcome to #TechieMit. So in continuation of our Java design patterns, so in continuation of the creational design patterns, today I am going to bring you new video on Singleton Design Pattern. So we'll see basically what is Singleton Design Pattern. So we'll follow the philosophy that first I will explain on the whiteboard or whatever the concept of singleton is, and later we continue on the our normal screen recording videos. So firstly, when it comes to singleton, what do you mean by that? So singleton is something that a class can have only one instance. So basically, while designing a class, let's say singleton demo. Suppose consider this is a class called a singleton demo. Okay, so this you want to make a singleton and you have to follow singleton design pattern in it. So it should ensure that only one instance of this class should be there. You should not allow any other instance to be created. So for that paradigm, what you need to take into consideration is that it should have, first and foremost thing is that it should have private constructor, because constructor is a thing that is if it's public, it can be accessible from anywhere, and so firstly you have to restrict on the access part. So you have to keep this as private. Singleton demo. This is like one of the most important factor, that the class inside the constructor inside should be private. That is one important part. And so there are some other factors, such as when taking the instance of the class, how it should be created. There's how the get instance method should be created. So these are some of the factors. So for that it should not allow multiple instances to be created. So you have to restrict on the terms of thread safety, and if like multiple threads try to access it, so you have to ensure that only one thread will allow to access it. So on that part also you have to check on it. So for that you have to take into consideration that while creating the reference instance, there are various ways. You can go for eager instantiation, you can go for lazy instantiation, and a number of ways, you can also create a enum instantiation. So if I consider with the eager instantiation, so first important one more important fact that you need to take into consideration is that you have to create private static static this is private static volatile so this is private static volatile private static volatile singleton instance. That is very important. So like it should be private in the access specified private. It should be it should have static, because directly using the class name you can invoke the get instance method. That is the public static get instance method. One more important point to note, it should be volatile. It should be volatile. That is important, because you see like the it should be volatile, because like volatile, what it does, like it allows multiple threads to see each other. So what a thread is, one thread can expose its value to another thread using volatile. So that is needed when creating a singleton instance. So and it can directly access from the main memory, and that is so that it can get the using for using volatile, it increases readability. So like if it's created on some other application, so consider the scenario when it's created on some other instance, and you have to see the value of it. So that can surely be seen with the help of a volatile. And for that, either you can create a synchronized block, you can create a synchronized block for get instance, or you can create a synchronized method. Get instance. So it can be either synchronized block or it can be a synchronized method get instance. And like these are some of the important points to taken into consideration while creating a singleton design pattern. So it will ensure that the get instance, like we'll see in the video in the computer that how in depth that how this can be created and what are the various ways. But to create the overview, or to explain the skeleton and the importance of how it can be done, is that important point is that it should have a private constructor. Number 1 point. This is number 1 point. It should have a private static volatile singleton instance. That is the number 2 point. And these are the number 3 and 4 points that you can create using either synchronized block get instance or synchronized method get instance. So ensuring all these points, like 4 points, you can surely you can ensure that a singleton design pattern will create only single instance. And if you try to create more objects, the hash code method will return the same value. So using this important concept, you can ensure that you can implement the singleton pattern in an effective manner. And so these, in this video specifically, I want to explain what are the various factors that need to be taken into consideration while creating a singleton design pattern, and how basically the skeleton of a singleton design pattern can be created. Stay tuned. In the next video we will surely see in depth and more detail in the computer that how this can be done. Do keep liking, subscribing to #TechieMit. More to come on you on Java design pattern and other related videos. Stay tuned. Bye for now.